Hello. Um, if you've came across this video, Spirit's got a message for you. So, if you feel called to, stick around. So, Spirit, what message do you have for those watching this video? So, we've got 8 cards out, and 6 out of 8 are in reverse. We got the 6 of Swords reversed, the Lovers reversed, the 8 of Pentacles reversed, the 3 of Cups reversed, and the 6 of Swords is clarified by the Chariot reversed, the Lovers reversed clarified by the Tower, 8 of Pentacles reversed clarified by the Page of Wands, the 8 of Cups reversed clarified by the Ace of Cups reversed, and then we have the Knight of Wands reversed on the deck. So it seems, so with I'll start over here. With the 8 of Swords and the Chariot, that's funny that I've said 8 of Swords because that's not the card that is at all. That's the 6 of Swords. Maybe you might be in your head a lot with my Freudian 8 of Swords, because that's what the 8 of Swords is about, being in your head, stuck, trapped, like in repetitive, limiting thoughts, essentially. The 6 of Swords reversed, clarified by the Chariot, is both reversed, is a lack of forward movement, all right? You might feel like you're just spinning your tires, you're not going anywhere. We have the Lovers clarified by the Tower, the Lovers in reverse. So with the Lovers in reverse clarified by the Tower, I normally don't take the Lovers as an actual relationship card. I see it normally as a card of alchemy, a decision, making a choice, right? And a lack of decision making could be what is causing a potential Tower, or a sudden change is, it might be causing a lot of turmoil. This lack of forward movement and lack of decision making could be causing a lot of chaos internally or externally. And then with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, clarified by the Page of Wands, excuse me, Wands are all about, that's the fire sign, right? Action, passion, and communication, right? I keep saying 8 of Swords, you might really just be stuck in your head. You might be just trapped in repetitive thinking patterns. And honestly, one of the best ways that I personally have found to help break that is by taking action. One of the only ways to get out of your head is to get into your body sometimes. That is incredibly important. And so with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, 8 of Pentacles is card of work, dedicated action or study. And a Page of Wands is, the page is the youngest of the 4 face cards. So you might be thinking about beginning to work on something, or you could be struggling to begin working on something with all of the lack of forward movement and lack of decision making. You could be struggling to make a decision on how to move forward with this work that you need to do. And then we have the Three of Cups reversed with the Ace of Cups reversed. So Three of Cups reversed is typically about a reunion and a celebration, or friends and communication. It's cups, so it's about emotions, right? Emotional connections and whatnot. And Ace of Cups reversed. So Three of Cups, whenever I see that card reversed, it's typically malice, like malicious gossip, two-faced people, toxic friends. Those, and with the Ace of Cups reversed, clarifying that, it's definitely giving toxic community. Because with the reverse Ace of Cup, with the reverse Ace of Cups, it's very much, if it's about emotions, and cups are also known as love, lack of love, particularly a lack of self-love as well. And the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck being the overall energy. The Knight of Wands is fiery, determined, ambitious, brave. You could be feeling not that. And so if that sounds like you, then this is probably your read. Anything else I'm getting for this? Yeah, you might be really struggling to move forward from a situation, and your lack of making a decision, like maybe not making a decision, but choosing something, because it's a choice, right? Because you can decide something, like I think there's a little bit of a difference between deciding something and choosing something. I'm not quite able to articulate it at the moment, but you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So yeah, it's definitely a tower moment. Whatever work you've been avoiding, or choice you've been avoiding, or struggling to make, it may be being made for you. With this tower, it's not a tower in reverse. Tower in reverse is typically avoiding a tower, avoiding a change, or something along that lines. But this is a tower happening. This change is happening whether you like it or not. We all have tower moments in our lives, and it is a part of living, right? And when it comes to these towers, sometimes we just have to bear the storm, because the storm in the tower is trying to clear away things that are false, like this potentially this friend group that seems, or like how we've been communicating. It could also be ways of communicating or spending time with others. Allowing that to fall to the wayside, because even though it's changed and it's different and it's hard, because that's what we've known, it's trying to clear out to make room for better for you. The universe likes balance. So when things clear out, it will be replaced with something better, or something of a different caliber. It'll be replaced by something, but your thoughts determine what it will be replaced by. So if you truly believe something negative is going to continue to come afterwards, and it's only going to get worse, and it probably will only get worse. But if you truly believe that all the chaos and all the destruction happening, it might be potentially for the better, then the universe will prove to you that it is all happening for a reason. It is all happening for your benefit. Anything else? Anything else this collective needs to know? We're just going to go right in on top of it. I'm going to shuffle the deck one more time. Anything else this collective needs to know? Okay. So we've got the Strength card with the Three of Pentacles reversed with the Page of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, Strength card. So, and the Strength card particularly comes out and it's sitting mostly on top of the Tower, all right? You'll get through this. I can promise you that. You will make it through this. This seems, by pulling these cards, it seems like everything's falling apart. And if that's true, I feel for you because I've been there. With everything falling apart, you have the wherewithal and the strength to not only endure through it, but to come out better and stronger on the other side. All right? With this Three of Pentacles reversed. Recently, I have a book that I got from the library. So be sure to utilize your local libraries if you're American. I don't know if any other countries have libraries. I hope they do, but shout out the public libraries. But recently, when I've pulled the Three of Pentacles card and I checked it with the book, Three of Pentacles in reverse said something along the lines of looking for a meaningful purpose, like a job or something of that caliber, a job, something, I don't know, something substantial that carries a value to it, something that feels fulfilling. Let me try to find it. Three of Pentacles. Missed opportunities due to lack of commitment or planning issues. The need for a meaningful project, pursuit, or career. So, that could potentially be something that, you know, you're trying to grasp in your life, trying to work your way towards, or that is just general guidance for you. Maybe try turning your direction, your attention towards that. Because we have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom, and then under that is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So Page moving into the Knight. That's forward progression and in the physical, tangible realm, right? That's what the Pentacles are about. So looking for something meaningful to do with yourself in your life. And you have the strength and the courage within you to be able to do such thing. You have the ability to find a meaningful pursuit in your life. And before there, you may have missed opportunities, but I truly believe that you can't miss it if it's for you. So it may pass you by, but it'll always be back if it's truly for you. Thinking. Okay. And with the Strength card, they're really asking you to lean into your inner strength, lean into your bravery. Do it even though it's scary. Do it even though it causes so many confusing and conflicting emotions within you. One thing that I have heard from multiple different places is if it gives you a sense of anxiety, not like deep fear, like panic attack, not that, but just general anxiety that makes you like think, am I going the right way? Is this the right thing? That makes you second guess yourself. You're probably going the right way. If you get cold feet, you're on the right path. So don't turn around, keep going forward. Move forward even if it's scary. Take that action even if you feel like you're about to crap your pants. Because once you do that over and over and over again, the fear doesn't go away, but you can use the fear as a guide to help direct you where you will feel the most fulfilled. And okay, we got cards on the floor. Let's see what these are about. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords reversed with the Five of Swords reversed. Okay. I'm getting stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself because it's creating so much inner conflict. They're both swords. So that's thoughts. Internal dialogue, trying to intellectualize or analyze everything. You have to come to terms with the truth of things before you can move forward. With the Five of Swords reversed, Five of Swords is conflict, right? The conflict is almost over as soon as you stop lying to yourself. You have to accept the way things are, and then you'll be able to move forward, because it's hard to move forward when you're still angry. It's hard to move forward when you are devastated. It's hard to move forward with all these overwhelming, conflicting feelings. The only way you can move forward is by sitting down with yourself and, making amends with yourself first. It's really put the pride to the side sort of thing. We got the Knight of Wands coming out upright. That's a very prideful, the Knight of Wands is also very prideful and boastful. Yeah, I cut to the Hermit. Yeah, introspection is needed. And the Queen of Wands on the bottom. You have the power, with the King of Swords behind it, you have the power to create your own reality. You are a very powerful person. You just have to believe that you are a very powerful person. And continuing to overindulge in, self-hating behavior will only create more chaos in your life, as within, so without. So if you are internally in a state of chaos, your external reality will reflect that, right? So one thing that I learned with my emotions is anytime I try to forcefully change them, make them go away, or try to, honestly, those two, trying to force them away or forcefully change them, it only makes them worse. It only makes you start, mulling over it, I guess. Very repetitive, getting stuck in that cycle. Sometimes you really just have to sit there and be like, okay, this is how I feel. And once you're able to sit there and sit with it and sit in it for a minute, I'm so sorry. Once you're able to do that, after being able to sit in it, eventually you can begin to reflect, and they won't be so emotionally charged. they'll be like, you gotta come to terms with yourself here, is what I'm getting. And yeah, you gotta you gotta admit where things worked out, where they didn't, how can we improve this situation? How can I improve myself here? How can I do things differently? And it'll come with time. It'll definitely come with time, but you can do it. You have the wherewithal to be able to do it. You know? You know, you have to accept. I cut to the 6 of Wands reverse and the 6 of Pentacles reverse. And with the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Cups both reversed, with both of those, you have to be able to accept your faults, um, where you were wrong or where you failed or something, because the 6 of Wands upright is about success, accolades, and such, where things went well. And with that being in reverse, the other side, you have to be able to accept, the shortcomings as well. And then the 6 of Pentacles is about reciprocation, like materially and just in the physical. So reciprocative energy with other people, reciprocal relationships. And it's, in reverse, it's the opposite, unreciprocal relationships, you know, potentially toxic relationships, um, where one gives too much and the other doesn't give enough, or some form of unhealthy balance there. Those also need to be, you have to accept the situations as they are and the role you played in them, with the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. And all that said and done, you'll come out on the other side much, much calmer, much more centered, and much more secure in yourself, because you won't be lying to yourself about anything anymore. It'll help get rid of all that internal conflict and strife that you've been dealing with, because you won't be lying to yourself anymore, and you'll be able to cultivate peace within yourself. And then cultivating and maintaining that peace within yourself, honestly, a full-time job. Doing that, you will be able to cultivate that within your external reality as well. See, energy and our vibration is what creates everything, right? The vibration that we hold and maintain is what our physical will match. It's the like reoccurring thing that it goes energy first, then the physical, like then thoughts, energy, then the physical. So fixing our thought patterns, our mindsets, process, but once we do that, we're able to fix our own internal vibration and the energy that we like exude, I don't know, expend, and the energy that we put out in the world. And then in time, holding that, our external reality will begin to reflect our own nature. So, yeah, that's what I got for you. I get the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Hermit. Lots of passionate energy, I see. Lots of potentially angry energy as well with the fire. Um, Try to, one, of course, introspect, self-reflect. Um, Try to see where see where the emotions are coming from seems like I don't want to say dumb, but it seems a little dumb, so I don't want to say that. Like, I don't know how else to explain with find the root either. Um, what else I'm getting for that is channel your emotions. Channel your emotions into art, into creating something. Because anger can definitely be, it's a very, anger can be utilized as a very powerful thing, right? And you can use that anger with introspection. Question mark. I don't know, that just kind of came out of my mouth. Maybe just introspect on that anger? Mm, uh, you know, don't like berate yourself or anything, right? Be gentle with yourself and kind and compassionate, but also we are not absolved from the way that our life is. We also share responsibility for the life that we create. And yeah, channeling your anger, finding, so anger is typically from a perceived harm, a perceived hurt. That is typically where anger comes from. A lot of our more negative emotions stem from a sense of pain. Um, and finding out where that pain came from and asking why. Just one of my things is always inquiring deeper. Just continue to ask yourself why. If you get an answer, ask yourself why. Try to dig deeper. Try to dig as deep as you can and sit with yourself and reflect. Because if you're spinning your wheels and you're stuck and you feel like you're not going anywhere and you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to, you do, but it takes being honest with yourself and confronting whatever you've been ignoring or whatever you've been running from. It takes honesty, bravery, and love. You have to love yourself and have compassion for yourself and give yourself the space to be honest with yourself. You know, obviously, we don't want to come forward to ourselves if we feel like we're going to judge ourselves already, if we're going to scrutinize ourselves, if we're going to berate ourselves. We don't want to admit that we potentially did something that may result in consequences, right? So you have to be kind to yourself. You don't need to have an inner policeman, ACAB. So, Wheel of Fortune. Are you upright or reverse? Upright. Wheel of Fortune upright. Things will not be this way forever. I promise you that. Okay? Things are moving in their favor. Also, this is the karma card. I'm just, saying what's coming out. We got Ace of Pentacles reverse, Justice reverse, Eight of Swords reverse. And the Justin Timberlake song, What Goes Around Comes Around. Yeah. Nine of Wands. Anyways, I think that's all I have for you right now. It'll not be this way forever. And yeah. It will not be this way forever.